let's take a minute to talk about God's shadow self, Satan. When I did a video on TikTok about this concept and called this deity that, the opposition was fierce. The Christians were angry. But it is what it is. That's how I see it. If you have a sovereignty that governs all, it doesn't make sense to try and separate the dark from the light, does it? Not one bit, but hey, I digress. I'm not going to argue with people who aren't quite ready yet. So anyway, I want to talk about Satan and Satan's correlation with the number 666. Let's talk about it. Now to start, let's talk about the number 6. With 6, you have the most human number. It's in fact the most mundane number because it is so human oriented. 3 is not as mundane. You would think so because it's a dense number. But 3 is manifestation. You can manifest as a god. You can manifest in higher realms, right? It's just wielding something into reality. But with 6, it's very specific to the human condition. It's very specific to your personal life, your day-to-day life. It is also the number that represents the persona. So that initial energy people perceive from you upon meeting, similar to 6th house in astrology. Very mundane, very day-to-day. Your reality as it relates to your day-to-day life manifestations and encounters. So let's take that logic as we get into 666. 666 is in fact an angel number. And to be specific, an angel number is anytime you have a single digit repeated. Having the same digit repeated 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times is still an angel number. But the most popular, of course, are the 3-digit angel numbers. That's what we're also talking about here today, coincidentally. When you have 6 3 times, you are combining the resonance of 6 with the resonance of 3. 3 is a number that represents the physical reality, manifestation, physicality, wielding things into existence that you desire. 333 is a number that represents manifesting your heart's desires. Okay. So it's a similar concept. So when we have 6 3 times, it is intending to manifest a certain diurnal reality or day-to-day reality or personal reality. Okay. Whether it be a job, a home, it's going to be very human as far as the desires go, right? A new job, a new home, the right partner, a new partner. These are very 666 energies. Now, with that being said, when we total 666, which is the next layer of information you can receive relative to the art of numerology, we're talking about 18. When you have 1 paired with any digit, we're talking about a being, because of that 1, navigating whatever realm follows. So we're speaking of a being navigating the realm of 8 when we are speaking of 666. Now, when we talk about 8, we are talking about the number that represents both abundance as well as balance, but also karma relative to one's actions and reactions. And when we have blockages in the realm of 8, it's related to things we've done. Okay. So when you are calling upon a deity, such as Satan, to help you manifest a new personal reality, the underlying foundational energy of this number is related to the fact that you are experiencing or encountering blockages from past lives, this life, but they're all related to certain experiences you don't necessarily understand on a conscious level. This is why you seek help outside of yourself, spiritually speaking. And when we talk about an additional layer here, we're talking about the totaling of 1 and 8, which is 9. This is a number of endings, new beginnings, mastery. But we're not talking about mastery in any regard when we're talking about calling upon a dark deity for help. So I'm not bringing that meaning up for 9. We are simply talking about people calling upon deity to help manifest a new personal reality because they are encountering blockages. That's what 666 means. And it is being so committed and focused upon manifesting a new personal reality in a very mundane, diurnal sense that you're not necessarily understanding the potential consequences of that energetic marriage that you are willing to commit to when we talk about 666. You do not need to call upon deity ever, whether light or dark. There is nothing that is more sovereign than you, spiritually speaking. It is simply the human mind that places power in the hands of these beings and continues the energetic feed, that continues the energetic influence and power and dominion and control and capping off of your energy fields towards source. Calling upon a dark force because you are desperate to overcome something that you can completely overcome and clear on your own, in your own right, with your own power. It's going to be a no for me. And if you know my content, yes, I speak about deity and deity influence because it is a step in the process. Knowing what spirit or deity has the highest level of influence in your life helps with mapping. And from there, what can we do? Ascend your mind to a state where you naturally ascend above any and all of those deity influences. So this is just what I wanted to share with you guys about deity as well as 666 and understanding your own sovereign power as spiritual, light beings at your core. Stop thinking you need these beings to do anything in your life because you don't. They will simply hinder you, your mind, as well as your manifestations.